So Sam, when I was reaching out to Nadia and Yehudit, they at first weren't quite so sure what to do with a Christian that was wanting to support them and the people of Israel in their full restoration with sovereignty. So as things developed, you were brought in. You're the chairman of the board also for the Ribbanut sovereignty movement, Nadia and Yehudit. And so explain what happened then when they got that email from me and what their thoughts were about it and how you became involved and then what happened between us.
Okay, so it was an evolutionary process. In the beginning, they were skeptical. They didn't know what Anthony's agenda was, and that's naturally to be expected. There are Christians in Israel that are really part of the eschatological conversion of Jews. There's a lot, especially around Jews for Jesus, and so there was a lot of concern. I would call it a healthy concern. I wouldn't call it a fear, but a concern about where this was really going to go. And so what they asked me to do was to look into Anthony, his background, spend some time with him. And what I discovered was a very authentic connection to the people of Israel, to the state of Israel, to the Jewish people that had developed, grown, and matured over a long period of time. Where you've been to, what, 60 countries?
Taught in about 40 countries.
40.
But visited others.
Okay, so that's a lot of countries where you have, preached and taught and connected to Christians, and you came to this already with a very mature reach and viewpoint of what you thought about Israel and the Jewish people. And we also started to share some connections together, and
That's
I
right.
saw two things. One was that Anthony definitely knows how to follow up, with actually the help of his wife as well, Rivka. And the second thing I found was that his approach was completely out of a sense of respect, a sense of a respect of Jewish history, of Jewish connection, of Jewish sensitivities. And there wasn't any sense of insecurity on Anthony's part. So I then had a little bit of a selling job. I had to go to Nadia and Yehudit and say, look, I understand where some of your concerns are, and he is authentic, and this whole group, because I had met some other pre-Constantine Christians, is a group that is a movement, is a small movement within the evangelical Christian community, but one that is deeply authentic and truly connected to the Jewish people and to the Tanakh. And the Tanakh and the promises of the Tanakh about the restoration of the Jewish people in the land of Israel.
So needless to say, I guess I passed the test.
More than passed, with flying colors.
And so that's why you can have the Reverend and the Rabbi working towards the same goal. And that's why, Sam, it has been such a blessing, for me and my wife and the many others that we're connected with to see what God is doing here in Israel. And so it's a privilege to partner with you, and may God just bless our efforts and work together.
Absolutely. And I have to say that we're part of a larger movement that's now going on. There are people that are getting involved in the development of the Tanakh, of the Bible, for Christians to get better connected and familiar with the promises in the Bible. There are yeshivot, or places of learning. There are all types of now gatherings of Christians and Jews, rabbis, reverends, and lay people. And this is now, I feel that this summer has been an extraordinary summer of growth and development. I'm going to dinners, we're getting connections, I'm on listservs, we're connecting each other to other people. It's something that I feel that there's real momentum behind us and real connection through God's word to what we're doing.